Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. It is the day after Christmas, December 26, 2023. Say hello.
Hey y'all.
We are at the property today. We are going to be filming kind of a walkthrough of the property and explain a little bit of what to identify when determining if your property is dry, upland, wetlands. So we're going to walk the property. It has been raining, so it is very hot and humid here in Florida. Again, we are in the Wedgefield community outside of Orlando, which again is very beautiful, very quiet. Well, there is a house being built over there, so it is not as quiet, but for the most part, it is quiet. So let's take a tour and let's walk around and see what we can find. And hopefully we can make it far back as possible. But again, we are about couple of months in to the building purchase and buying some land, and we've gotten a lot of paperwork done. We've submitted a lot of our CAD drawings and our plans to the city. Cut that out.
Insects.
We have submitted a lot of our plans to the city. Oh my god, babe, I can't. Why are we not moving?
Well, I was going to explain. This is a good example of wetlands
Okay, hang on.
that you keep talking about.
So we have submitted a lot of things for the city already and plans for the CAD drawings. I will go over later when I'm back to our homestead area for reviewing of the drawings of the exterior, the interior floor plan, as well as kind of the space where we're going to have the driveway, the property that we're mitigating, how much property we're mitigating. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to show you some of the types of plants to look for in your property that would be considered wetlands. All right, take it away.
The type of topography, actually, this is less of plants. These are dead plant roots. If you notice how they're like sticking up everywhere, this clearly indicates that there's water flowing through here and wearing away the soil around the plant roots, but the plants are obviously able to hold on to the soil around them, so they create these like little hills and humps throughout the little riverbed, swampy riverbed. So that's one thing to look for. See how it continues? There's like raised roots. And that pretty much is it for this part. You can tell it gets lower, obviously wet means wet.
Also, make sure that you are wearing the proper gear. You want to wear some boots.
That's why we're
when walking through, long sleeve to avoid any mosquitoes.
My neck is getting torn up by mosquitoes already. But see how this is a really better example of the sort of how the wetlands appear. See, the water just flows right through here. See all this water flow.
A lot of this low-level brush is definitely showing wetlands. You have a lot of these ferns here that you see everywhere that do very well in sitting kind of on a water table. It is very lush and green out here. There's obviously been no work done on this property. It is still very rural land, but we are very excited to show you the process of how this is all going to look. We haven't walked very far into the property, but imagine all of this is a beautiful winding driveway coming up to a really cool mid-century modern house.
Babe, these are the things that I wanted to keep some of these. These are beautiful native bushes that flower. It could be
Very
great
cool.
to keep like in the garden because they're low maintenance, low growing.
For those of you who are nature lovers, like this man in front of you that loves plants, I guess this is a keeper. I don't know much about plants, nor do I really care, but this one does. So,
but notice see how it's maintained itself at a pretty equal level naturally. It's full, it flowers, yellow flowers. It's perfect low maintenance bush, and it keeps the native ecology.
I see this as a driveway, but nonetheless, we'll work through it. So we are still going through, following Mr. Master Navigator here through the property.
I didn't really.
We're gonna go low under this tree.
Talking about this point. And this is kind of where start. Ooh, there's one. This is where it starts getting really swampy.
So what did you identify?
Here. There are little spoon. These are spoon cup sundews. You can tell because the. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You can tell by the end of the leaf how it has like a round spoon shape. These are native sundews. Clearly indication that this is wetlands. They like boggy, constant wet conditions. They also like very low mineral soil and water. Ooh, they're gorgeous. They're cute. Don't step on them. They're all over the place. Yeah, there's a bunch right here.
So I am being eaten by mosquitoes,
Yeah, I'm being eaten.
which is lovely out here in this beautiful bog of a property. So make sure to stay tuned. We're going to dig up some of these really cool plants here. These are carnivorous plants, so they do eat insects and bugs, which is kind of why we want them. We're going to transfer them to our current property.
If you noticed, sorry to interrupt, if you noticed on the spoon-shaped leaves, they're called sundews because they collect dew on the end of their leaves, and those dew is sweet nectar which attracts bugs, and then the bugs will land on there and those leaves will actually curl in and digest the plant and absorb it. And that's one of the reasons this plant has evolved in low mineral soil, is because their roots have always evolved in low mineral soil, so then they've had to get their minerals and nutrients from somewhere else, which they started learning how to get from eating other things. Interesting.
All right, you learned it right there, you guys, from the plant expert. So stay tuned. Next episode will be showing you about the design of the home, what the property is going to look like in terms of driveway and land that we are mitigating. And then I'll also give you some tips and tricks for building your own custom floor plan and what to think about. Also, when building a home, I will also show you some features for electrical, where to place outlets, things for lighting, gas lines and such. So it's going to be a really informative call. And again, we'll go over some costs. All right, talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.